Inferno, big on the CT side, Sprout on the T.
We're kicking things off. CJ down through the tunnel. They've got a fair bit of control here towards the apartments where Big are just not holding it at all. They'll give up that control. Give up that space. And mantuu just on the jiggle. I have to say, that glove knife combo is clean. Look at that. Look how cool that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Bit of a slow pace here from Sprout. Not really wanting to poke around anywhere just yet. mantuu getting some information early on, so he is going to back off into the comfort of the CT spawn, and he will be asking for rotations to come through, but that's just feigned presence. It's eventually going to be Sprout converting into that A-site hit, and tabsen has a good read of this. He's already bringing the rotation back in, so by the time Sprout want to double down on this, they'll have to go up against 4.
Sin tapping away, tabsen with another. And oh my, okay, yeah, Big are just shutting this down completely. Sprout, nothing to say in this one. 11 points of damage dealt onto Sin, but at least Slime will take one head, and that'll be it. tabsen trades it right back. A lovely.
Prosus. This should be an easy cleanup. Always kind of an awkward duel to head into the gutter, though. As soon as he stops, there it is. First looked at it. The possibility is to just try and stay from the behind, but Sin isn't going to be that easy. Peeks into the apartment window. That is 2 for him. Wall is starting to fatten up. And for the only man standing, should be long before he falls into the grave as well.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, clean stuff. 2 casualties in the opening rounds, and it's actually in their playoffs match. Yeah, yesterday. And we'll see what he can do here against the behemoth that is Big. Deep nade won't do all too much damage. prosus trying to get a little bit of info. But what a shot from FNK. I speak his name, and he delivers.
Bit of slow down, but they don't need to poke the bear just yet. And block with the opening already having been collected, the responsibility to make sure the Big is dispersed in numbers. That's spotted by into the nade, but that is still a fair chunk of damage before they start heading towards the east side. But the destination is most likely going to be A. The problem is that both prosus and krimbo, because they off the back of the bomb site, they kind of stuck as long as just one player keeps watching it, and he is going to. I think he'll just stick around and maybe all in the rotations, and the responsibility will fall to the shoulders of Sin and mantuu to try and hold it down. What? No way. They're taking the bomb back. This is a huge problem right here. I think raalz might have been spotted. Oh. There it is, first kill collected, but the final player isn't showing his card just yet. Krimbo peeks out. They're probably thinking, hey, we've got a fantastic read. There's only one player on the site, but no, Krimbo will reveal himself. And that's all she wrote as the timer runs.
Nades back and forth though. prosus just towards the top of banana. Jump spot, won't get any info.
Oh, prosus, even through the flashbang, he manages to find a head, and all he needs to do is impede their progression before they can make their way onto the B site. And the damage is already done. They've gotten a player off. They've gotten enough utility down to hold off the line. Definitely going to be comfortable for Big here. Nope. Oh. A chance, but missed. Bomb now starting to head towards B. Already a couple players there. Don't even need to cheat rotations or anything, but it's a great opener by CJot. prosus sees the first head, and he's able to continue to spray down to find the second. And surely he's bought enough time for the rotations as well. That's the third. Can't switch over to the USB in time, but he's done his job, and it shouldn't matter any longer. Spook down for the 1 versus 3 with 30 seconds remaining. Tries to get a couple pot shots off, but that'll not collect a singular kill.
Spook, a 1 versus 3, of course, does get that bomb planted. So as I was saying before, the money will be in a better position because of it. Up on top of the box. Yeah, not going to happen. Sim finds the head. Diffuse comes through. Big take a comfortable 4th. But they will be up against a buy in the next. So something to contend with for sure.
Shoes, right? If you jump up and your head gets caught out within that jump, it feels so frustrating. raalz. I think he tried to beat the pace of the AWP player, but he just couldn't quite catch mantuu in time. Good timing on the nade as well, but it is going to narrowly miss. Getting ready for the boost up to try and catch the sandbags player, maybe catch someone in Fallen. Bit away banana smoke deployed, but this... Uh-oh. This flash should be good! Slime has missed a very important shot here, and that's forced him off the boost. Meaning that they're just going to have to back off now. Sprout don't really get anything off of that. In the meantime, does allow them to start poking around A, though. And mantuu is already repositioned.
prosus. Behind this smoke, and yeah, they've got a lot of leg room here towards banana. Sin with first blood on short. 45 seconds on this clock. Sprout, it's such a horrible way to start off a game as the underdog, right? If you come in, you take the pistol, there's a little bit of early momentum, you can kind of play off of that. Right now, they are just getting farmed, even hitting the collat. raalz down to low HP. FNK finally trades it. Of course, his time to shine as the stand-in. The young gun wants to prove himself. But look at this, they're still applying towards the back of the site. He's not even shown himself yet. raalz, as soon as he taps down this bomb, krimbo will end it, and there it is. So patient. krimbo, time and time again.
Back it up as well. Trying to do it the old-fashioned way, just some good old hard work and elbow grease, and banana doesn't end up paying much dividends. tabsen still sticking around the smoke. Ooh, raalz. I just needed one more bullet to get it done, but tabsen has thrown a wrench in the works.
Oh, it's just clean again. One by one, they fall. And Slime hoping to try and do some damage. I think that's probably easier said than done.
Glad Elon Musk bought Twitter. So my tummy issue problem stories won't be censored.
Exactly. They don't want people to know. They don't want people to know that people are having tummy aches. Oh my god, so much damage being dealt from the molly. raalz is good for the 1, and tabsen's just killed prosus. I was going to say prosus got a really good position, but obviously tabsen dropping his nade when he died. Oh, that's rough. krimbo at least fights one back. So what you're telling me, Fraz, is you are a tummy ache survivor.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So am I, actually, but I don't get too many tummy aches.
You're a much better survivor than I am, then. But yeah, Sprout, glad to see that they finally got in the first round on the board, because they needed something, right? And maybe the technical pause allowed them to sort of mentally reset going into things, but they have started winning out aim duels now. And honestly, man, Big were getting away with... They've already gotten an equal half, right? They already have 6 rounds. So Sprout needed to turn up the heat very, very soon. The good thing is, though, that Big, although they have built up a decent amount of money...
Lot of favors. Big. Fully reinvested. However, it is going to be very costly. Interesting that they're still playing super aggressive here towards Banana, even after what happened in the last. That's amazing damage with the nades.
Oh yeah, before the rounds even basically started, right? They've gotten 3 players down to one-shot territory. As long as you can hit the head with any weapon, actually. Aim for maybe a Mag 7 pellet. Double sandbags players, though. They can get a boost off. Maybe this AWP can catch them. Flashbang to try and push through the smoke. They are playing anti-flash,
wow.
but it doesn't matter. raalz, great spray control, finds both heads, and he's going to book it straight into B. Big, entirely locked out of this bomb site. They're players on A. They're not even going to bother budging.
Yeah, for Krimbo, it's tuck yourself behind the altar and have a sip of the wine. Wait to see if anyone tries to take that control, and maybe you can catch yourself a freebie. I don't think they're necessarily going to expect a third player here. Unless they exit the site and he can slip in for a ninja defuse. Not really on the cards. He doesn't have a kit, so it would be a full 10-seconder. They have left the door wide open for it, though. Could be something for the future.
There was so much utility damage that took place on Banana. And they're willing to just continue to pile on the pressure. A little bit more conservative now with utility, and it makes sense, because they're not going to have all the bells and whistles. But Sprout have been locked out of Banana early on. It does allow prosus to also get closer with the MP9 to sort of mitigate some of the disadvantages of having a worse weapon. But it also puts on a lot of pressure on the AWP on A side.
Spook.
I'm just playing aggressive now.
Yeah, this is dangerous, but he has fallen right back off of it. If he gets back on this angle, it could be in trouble.
He's avoided so many of the flashbangs already, so it's like they're kind of running out of ways to push him away, and I don't think they even realize that they've had maybe 3 windows of opportunity where they could have easily overwhelmed him.
Playing a little too safe, a little too scared here, perhaps, Sprout. As we keep rolling on, they regroup, head over towards Banana. This is an important duel about to take place. MP9 behind the smoke. They have got a 3-man stack here. Grenades ran over the top.
God, that's so awkward.
No, prosus has tried to play through it.
There it is, Sejot. Opening frag from him, Krimbo. The smokes are going to disincentivize him from pushing either. Sin, however, has done quite a bit of damage even through the smoke. This brings it to a palatable standpoint.
The big concern here is the only kit is on Mantuu. He's miles away from the action, and he hasn't really got the right weapon to be going about trying to get onto this site. So the bomb continues to beep away, and yeah, they're just gonna let this one lean in the favor of Sprout. Up shot won't connect. Sim will take one more, so they'll make it expensive for Sprout at least, but they will give them a 3rd round.
I like how Big haven't really changed up their pace all that much in terms of how comfortable they are with getting control, because I think yesterday the game we casted Guild Eagles, right? I remember their opposition getting very passive off the basis of just a couple lost duels, and that's a mistake that Big are not willing to make. They're still okay with getting a lot of space, although they have changed up their A side defense, I will say that, and I think part of that might be because they don't want to risk the AWP all that much. But they also do have a 3-man setup now, as opposed to 2. Onto these flashbangs have been the bane of his existence. Oh, should be a chance for him. There it is. Elbow spotted and eviscerated. Big can start to recede into some comfort now that they have the man advantage.
That's absolutely huge. Yeah, they can start to reel it in, as you say. Prosus falling back from Banana. It is going to be a hit towards this A bomb site. Mantuu still posted, hungry for more than just the one. Oh, thought he might try and go for a pot shot instead. Falls off with the smoke in place. One on the balk, one behind the hay bale, but not going to connect. Instead, Sin's going to aggress and a two-man advantage and still a stack up in place.
Sin is just completely detected. He doesn't reveal himself until the very end. That does leave just Slime waiting to save his AWP as the timer ticks down.
Deep nade should do a little bit of damage. It will. FNK eats it. No, I think it might just be up from Banana. I'll explain to you what's happening, alright? Slime's about to peek. We've got the orb. Ooh, what a flick up! And krimbo whiffs it. How the hell have they let that happen? That is ridiculous. And Big don't move a muscle on the A side. Sin and Mantuu know that this one's done, so they will just try and hold on to these rifles. However, Spook is already on hot pursuit. Hunt duty, head spotted, stripped off its shoulders, and Sin left to try and recover.
That would have been.
Oh, well, yeah. He will still find the kill.
It's so low that if Sin was actually close to the bomb site, a clutch wouldn't even be out of the picture. They are going to try to hunt him down now. Dissipating flashes. I like Sin's awareness here. Just like casually walks through the smoke. I think you should have no trouble at all getting away with the weapon. Smoke and Molly combo down middle to allow the mobility to go into second middle, but Sin misses out on a crucial opportunity. Does tag down Slime, their primary opper, down to just 5 health, however. It'll make things a lot harder. Never mind, Sin actually puts him out of business entirely. Contesting for the final round now. And I like the fact that Big go for a lot of aggression, knowing that they didn't have all that money behind them. But duels upon duels, it's going to get chaotic. raalz gets away with a freebie on the banana push. And now they know that the amount of security that is Mantuu. Mantuu peeking out on middle. Has interrupted the process of the bomb rotating over. And is going to be climbing up the stairs as well. Maybe catches out FNK. Unsure. But that has made it very palatable for the CTs to go for the retake. Spook already in position in pit. Will be very hard to fight with the Famas. And Mantuu needs to make himself relevant very soon. He's already rotating in from apartments, and he's not given up any sounds. So they do have a bit of an advantage.
Okay. AK in hand for Spook. 2 versus 2, but Sprite not going to convert. Mantuu and Tabsen now to try and finish off the job. FNK, the stand-in, but will not happen. Mantuu with a big headshot to finish it off. Big with an 8th to close the half, and not bad at all. Good little recovery there in the final round, and yeah, maybe if they follow it up with a pistol round, they could just roll their way.
The pistol round, I think it's instrumental. You can't let Big get away with double digits before you've got 5-6 rounds, you know? Oof, good shot from FNK.
Ooh. Pistols in hand here for Big. Clocks all round, and obviously taking that early disadvantage doesn't do him any favours. raalz is still stacked up with all of his util as well, so HE, smoke, flash still to work with. 3-man stack on the A site. 50 seconds left on this clock. Looks like Big will pull the trigger. They need to win these duels.
Flashbang is of the essence as they start moving in. Tin, he's not willing to fight the side players just yet. FNK, he's been undetected for so long that he gets away with 2. But it is still the 2-on-2. Krimbo spots 1 around the edge. And the bomb will reroute to a safer plant now. I'm a little surprised that the fight goes on for as long as it did. Krimbo finds him, and csgo now has to try and get it done in a 1v2 fashion. Looking for anything around the smoke. As it fades, does find the head. That is so cleanly done. Received by the HUD. A little bug. Big, if they can comfortably get past this round, Sprout are in serious trouble.
Absolutely. Here we go. Nades over on the B site. Bit of a stack in place. First contact made, and the flash is actually pretty good. But Sin. That's criminal. Drive by UMP finds the head. Okay, raalz will do a bit of damage. In fact, what the hell? Where has that come from? At least tabsen puts a lid on things, and yeah, identifying the last. They should still be able to get this done, but
raalz was able to get 2 with a P250 just through the smoke. Does eventually get put in the graveyard into the coffin right next to him. At least what.
Ooh. Big opening pick from tabsen. Obviously just up against an eco, but trying to keep things as clean as possible. Processes Mac 10, hoping he can get a little piece of the action, a little taste of it. He's on the wrong bomb site though. And the rotation's already swift. Sin takes another head. All falls onto raalz. P250 through the smoke last time. Actually merited him a couple of frags. He's got a nade and a smoke behind him. But they're not going to be able to.
They weren't really anything to be particularly indicative of the performance that we're going to expect in the next game. prosus flashed out of his mind, but he does have support from tabsen. Banana has been unlocked, but there's still a couple players to go before they can actually head into the site. The smoke comes through, and raalz, I think they're kind of convinced that it's going to be the eventual A-site presence, so rotation has been brought forward. With the bomb position the way it is, they can honestly go any way they'd like.
Ooh, mantuu knows his lineups. Right through the smoke will do some good damage. 4 versus 4, but remember, this is for 12. This is for map point here on their opponent's pick. Krimbo with a big headshot. Smoke into CT. Lots of damage on raalz and csgo, but they're all stacked up on the A site. The issue is the bomb looks like it's going elsewhere.
I mean, this makes sense, right? Sprout, they know that heading into the final round, they simply don't have much to go. If they don't save all of these weapons, they need to have all their resources in order. But man, this is going to be such a difficult fight. Like, allowing Big to get to the 12th while Sprout and are on 4. We'll have to see 8 rounds in a row to even allow the overtime potential.
Ooh. Nice headshot from tabsen, right through the wood. Yeah, if he can make this as expensive as he can for Sprout, then...
Final chance now for Sprout to stay here in map number 1. Looking at Vertigo next as well. It's going to be very difficult to come back in the series. Big aren't going to make it easy at all. Bit of a slowdown from Big. They do contest Banana early on, but with the exception of just a player lingering around a second middle, they don't really have much of a foot through the door. A 4-man setup from Sprout to really lock down the ace site if need be. And I think as soon as the smoke fades, Big should really have the incentive to start at least getting some control of Banana. I'm surprised with how conservatively Sprout are playing this, because they're kind of just banking on this ace site presence being the way to go for Big, because they don't even have a whole lot of info on Banana up until now.
With csgo falling early, makes things a lot more complicated. raalz tapping away through the smoke, bullets coming close, but no cigar. 30 seconds on this clock. Big do need to make a move. As they regroup, they're going to head over towards the B side of things, and for raalz, he is the last line of defense, the one that has to hold this fort, but with krimbo finding one on A, they actually start to reroute back. This could go wrong.
Oh my goodness, Slime.
Oh, they've run out of time. Oh my god.
They have. Molly, nade. Got out of control. That's the recipe right now, but that recipe has added some extra ingredients, and that's an AK-47 bullet to the head of raalz from tabsen. Great opener from them. And now Inferno is their oyster. They can really choose to go wherever they'd like to. And even in the last round, right, it was so unorthodox the way Sprout played it, with all of their resources centered around A, where I'm really thinking that Sprout, they've not had many rounds where they've won without gambling, where they just straight up don't really have any flashes of brilliance or anything from the individuals and win a round just based off of strategy or better gameplay. Ooh, from FMK, they need to try and reel the numbers back in a little bit.
I'm just surprised Big are playing this so slow again, right? Like, especially after the disaster that was last round. They should just be confident in their individuals and their mechanics. They've got a huge gap right now. I'm surprised they haven't just sort of centered into a bomb site to get this done. They won all their fights on the bomb site last round. They just didn't have the time. Oh yeah, they've set this up perfectly.
It's consistently won out on the gambles only, Sprout, but this time around, even the gamble might not work. One of the players can tuck away, maybe if he can hide. There could be something that works. MP9, though, chasing mantuu down, doesn't work. But there's still Slime remaining. He's still in the corner, but it's simply not enough. Even the 3-man gamble stack is going to all fall apart for Sprout.
Jumping into the pistol, it's going to be raalz on that kit. He's got 2 flashbangs to work with. Rest of his teammates with the Kevlar. And on the other side of things, actually a fairly heavy util setup. Prosus and Sin with 2 smokes, 2 mollies. And a bit of presence early here below the B stairs.
Going to be a very slow start here from Big as they start to quickly barrel down ramp, actually. Wary of the fact that there's going to be a player in the corner. But they don't immediately book it off the back of it. Slow progression into ramp. Krimbo, in the meantime, has already made his way into connector. And the fact that he's routing all the way to CT spawn is going to give him a freebie, potentially. Nice headshot, but now he's got to be careful about the player on B as well. Sin being that second prong to allow Krimbo to find the duel. does give them very easy access into this B bomb site, and Big, they've had a fantastic pistol round so far, just need to get the conversion. prosus, unfortunately for them, he's going to be the big wrench in the works that they simply can't deal with. raalz stuck on a bit of an island now with Shark circling
as possible. And prosus, maybe if he can find the lion's share of these frags, it will do the economy some favors as well. Spooky does take one. That's all we'll see. The AK is at range. Tabsen and mantuu just shut it.
performances. Slime could have gotten caught out there. Molotov to try and catch Slime in the corner, but he's going to narrowly avoid it, so he's going to still stick around for the fights. Now, prosus does want to get a little exploratory here in ramp. Krimbo, in the meantime, doing what he does best. He's responsible for the lurk. prosus spotted. And now this is where the CTs really start to feel the pressure of this A-side presence. FNK, though, uses a great flashbang, but he doesn't quite connect all shots on Krimbo. 3 kills collected by the CTs for the price of 1, and that is fantastic work being done by Sprout. Sin, though, wants to try and turn the tide with a singular flashbang. He's going to walk into the site. csgo can easily peek out, though. And mantuu, as the solitary remaining member, I think his chances are very limited, but he's going to try and make the best of whatever the circumstances have brought him.
AKs and tabsen now the man on that back 10 instead of prosus. And something a little bit quicker. Change of pace here towards the A ramp. Spook spamming through. Won't do the damage. Instead, takes a whole load in retort. And has to fall right off this angle.
prosus does navigate around the smoke and does find a nice little angle, but in the meantime, mantuu has not only gotten 2 CTs, but also one of his own. FNK, though, in the meantime, has tried to bring it back. Unfortunately, does get rushed down by Sin, and csgo should be able to get a freebie here. Or what could have been a freebie. Unfortunately, has its price paid in the form of headshot. Krimbo and tabsen should have no trouble just wrapping this round up, and csgo, he's just got to save. It's a little unfortunate to see Sprout immediately falter after a very successful round.
Yeah, it is. It's tough, especially being on that CT side. I mean, luckily we're not playing with old Counter-Strike economy anymore. We haven't done in probably 5 years now. But yeah, it's still just a rough one. It sort of resets the money a little bit here. See.
Oh, pistol starting to pop off. Spook. That's a weapon being collected as well, so that deagle can be passed over. Sin starting to climb up the stairs. But they've already gotten enough control of the A bomb site where they don't even need to flirt with another mantuu. It gets a little awkward in terms of the duel, but with the raalz having collected that AK, suddenly it's all falling apart for the T's. It's just Sin remaining, and he should be able to get the first, but getting this clutch is going to be an exercise in impossibility. Smokes out one of the corners, tries to find himself. Slime doesn't want to get overpowered by the pistol, but he just smite. Molotov to give himself cover from the close angle, but Spook is the one that's going to be charged by these Glocks. Thankfully, though, it's not really going to be much of an issue, as rifles are more than adequate to just start to mow them down. Krimbo, only man with an AK, does end up whiffing out on the AWP, so should be an easy-peasy third round for Sprout.
Games, so impressive stuff.
I just mean on Vertigo.
Oh right, okay. Just in general, like since the last time I played it, yeah, okay. Yeah. But then also, yeah, you got to think of how they were feeling after that first map. To recover it like this, they're looking good. 3-3, raalz. Oh, the timing, that's unbelievable. That's so well played from raalz. Oh, can't get out alive though.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that he can't stick around for a little bit longer, but the Molotov is going to allow them some time. Mantuu, that's a missed spray, but it eventually does reconnect.
Ooh.
Slime finds one, and it's a 1v2 now with the AWP. Shadow spotted, and Mantuu will reach this back and forth pace of the way this game has kind of been very chaotic. Take a timeout to sort of restructure themselves, maybe. Slime this time around, he's not going to have any morsels coming his way. Oh, he spotted a foot. Prosus does get taken out by an 8, surprisingly enough. I didn't think that it was going to be that easy, but tabsen, in the meantime, has reeled the numbers back in. There's still a player in the corner of the pillar of B site, though, so it's going to be kind of hard to clear him out, especially with FNK being the one that will take away the attention. raalz and Mantuu is going to finally bring about some change to that. A site, their destination. No real defenders, and the one that does finally rotate is quickly going to fall. raalz alone.
Well, a 3v3 has quickly fallen apart. raalz does spot the head, but can't connect for it. And now, hoping to stay alive, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Cooking up something, giving us something a little more to work with.
Oh, Slime. Oh my goodness. I think these pistols can still be very deadly. If they do walk into the crosshairs of Mantuu, though, that's going to be a different story. He's making sure the tabsen can't get rushed down, but that missed shot will finally allow them to try and push the issue. Sin, though, he stepped in, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Into this. Slime eventually forced back by the molly. A lot of ground being taken here by Big as they press up the A ramp. Oh, almost the one tap from Prosus.
Oh my goodness, Slime can really change everything. As long as he can assist raalz here, and that's a bit unfortunate. raalz has fallen, but does come down to the 1-for-1 trade. Mantuu, he's been so good on the AWP before, but he does get tagged down by FNK. 2-on-3 now as they start to still force the issue into the bomb site, but man, the HP is so low. They can't really run into any sort of barrage of bullets and get away with it. Gotta play the headshot angles now. FNK spots the cross. I don't think tabsen had that same luxury. Flashbang at the ready for FNK to maybe peek out. I don't think FNK realizes that tabsen's already crossed over into the bomb site.
Well, he certainly will now. Put down into elevator. tabsen, oh, just caught trying to cross. It all falls on the Prosus's shoulders. They know where he is as well. 19 points of health. Has to be quick and crisp for the head. But not expecting csgo coming in from behind. So Sprout, yeah, as soon as they get the guns out, they actually pull one back quite nicely. And AWP retrieved. 3 players staying alive. Couple of AKs carried across. This was a very good round. Very successful round from Sprout.
Sin. Oh, they've crossed right past csgo, but I think Sin felt something in the waters. Oh, there it is. csgo having no idea that 3 players have crept past him. Does get a little awkward. Slime's AWP at the ready to catch anyone that tries to cross over to the pillar. Good angle to be in, but I don't even think that any of the big players are going to challenge it. Love the awareness there. No overextensions from Big. Sprout, they're not even sure if they're going to have an in. FNK finally finds one. That could be the allowance. FNK's flashed out of his mind, though he gets cover from raalz. And as they start moving into the bomb site, they've only got 3 more players to worry about, and all of them, they're just tucked into stairs. This one smoke is going to make it so much harder. Spook finds tabsen. Molotov should certainly be stopping any sort of attempt at stopping the defusal, and it's a fantastic retake from Sprout up against 5.
Full buy from both sides, though. D-Job. Again, drawing first blood. Beautiful headshot to get things going. Nice shot from mantuu. Oh, there's another.
Big trying to restore their winning ways before they head into the rest of the game. raalz, however, has denied any overextensions here, and that second kill certainly brings them a huge advantage. mantuu, Drop needs to start working now. He's had a fantastic performance so far. And I think part of their success, or a majority of their success, has just come off the back of mantuu being as good as he is. Got to do a little bit more if they want the half victory. However, Sprout have really set themselves up for a nice little tie-up. Good Molotov that does force Sedge out of position. Krimbo. And mantuu, he's been coaxed out with the same level of contender. And forth, no, nothing. Just a freebie for Krimbo. And Sprout, now they're starting to scale up towards this B bomb site. Up the stairs we go. Krimbo's in position, and that's a second kill that's not going to have an answer. I'm not sure if they realize there's a player in the corner. I think csgo should have exposed himself a little bit earlier just to try and get that advantage. Third kill from Sin. And it's pretty much all falling apart before the pistols even swing into action.
It's all round, not a penny spent. Good opportunity for these MP9s to rack up a bit of money. Sin getting up close. And yeah, there are 4 around this corner, so certainly could be quite deadly.
Oh, good nade. That should be catching a bunch of HP out. No, not really, apparently. tabsen's just in such a good position. Should be able to farm with the MP9 as soon as they start crossing in front of him. Actually starts to let them cross over. Okay, that's interesting. Nice and easy pickups for him. And he knows that the bomb carrier is going to come back to try and find him. Doesn't even need to make it all that complicated. I just love that confidence from tabsen to use.
Unexpected for Sprout to bite back now that they are pulling this a little closer. They've got the better weaponry. Spooky with the first. Instantly traded by mantuu.
Unfortunately, Sprout have already started getting battered in this round. One more player on scaffolding who will be rearing his head. Slime getting ready to peek Cal. That is a quick adjustment from him, and he knows that tabsen's right there. And if he can get the second kill, there's a very good chance that this round is recovered. Yeah, there it is. Slime. Unfortunately, the numbers have been reeled back in over on the B bomb side, and csgo doesn't want to be responsible for being the one man that walks in as the trade fragger with the bomb and ends up dropping the round. With the amount of space that Slime had previously gotten, the plan was to go to A. But now, csgo just has to book it on it all by himself. Oh man, they're already in position. Surely they don't let him get away with anything.
6 just down to the pistols again. Rifles out there with everyone as well.
Ooh, good nades. Yeah, that is just huge with the pistols for sure. And even though there's more damage to go for Sin, unfortunately the conversions just haven't been that good. prosus, tabsen, they both have gotten a kill apiece. And with this flashbang, prosus wants to peek out as well. tabsen is there to try and protect him too. It's just seeming more and more unlikely that these pistols are going to convert, but if they can find the sandbags player, it's going to be a completely different story. M4 recovered. Both trying to double it down. Shadow spotted. FNK delivers. And what started as a not-so-great round could be the conversion.
Yeah, 50 seconds left on this clock, and obviously they've got the bomb, rerouting it up to the site. Flash in. Oh my god, it's a perfect pop flash, but he hasn't cleared. Sin. Okay, well, that'll do. Good night. And Krimbo left in a 1v2.
Krimbo trying to chase down the pistol. Needs to tap the bomb to try and incentivize him to peek out. But he's waiting for that second player. He has no idea that he's in the back lines. Quick tap of the bomb through the smoke. Yeah, FNK. He's just too quick on it. Isn't confused by the smoke at all. Ooh, good shot onto prosus. Slime area of the fact that there could. And this is kind of game for big, right? Just try and get something done with the pistols, but probably not.
Mantuu trying to play over the top of this smoke of the P250, not going to be able to spot anything, and yeah, looks like they're just going to try and, well, not really save these pistols. There's not really a lot to lose, but don't want to just run in and die for no reason. If they can overwhelm and catch out an exit, that would be the best course of action for them.
I'm honestly very happy to see that Sprout are fighting back even on the T side, because I thought that by the time Big get to the CT side, they'll just be a completely different beast. And the good thing is that Sprout don't really even have to go past too many we're going to see investments into the AWP, so that money is quite protected.
raalz. Good kick, working their way forward. CJOP with a big kill to open things up, though. And prosus right through with the flashes. Still blind, still surprised he's alive. Tabsen's here to support him. Prosus eventually drops with a 3v3, and he's able to slip out of there just in the nick of time.
Oh, Slime was going to catch him. A second attempt at him. But no. Slime just can't quite hit the aim there, and I think they have a false sense of security because they just did check out Alley. Mantuu trying to keep them on their position. There's the peak, and I think the sprays have been sloppy all across the board, if I'll be honest. But Slime still does have a chance at a 1v2. Could slip through the smoke, hasn't made a singular sound. Was expecting it, and that's
double digits there, 3 away from closing this out. Sprout have definitely had their moments for that last round. Much better for Big. And look at that from Tabsen. Oh, I absolutely love it. He actually presses a little bit further for this. Needs to be careful because he's not got support from his teammates, and he's taking a fair bit of damage from that molly. Now support from prosus. He can justify this a little bit further, but oh, that's a lot of spam damage. Force right back with 8 HP. Now might want to go and put himself in a head angle somewhere where he's not too exposed. There we go, like this one here. all four about to execute into this B site, but there are two need to hold it. And to be honest, I don't even know if both are needed. Sin's doing it all.
raalz, I don't think he gets a chance to slip away. And this is the final chance for Sprout to actually get something done with the economy still, I wouldn't say on their side, but at least leaning for them. Couple Tech 9s in there. A Galil as well for Sejot. They know there's a couple players right around the corner, so they're going to try and book it, try and rush them down, but the Tech 9s will be overwhelmed. There's still a player available on the site, though, and Sin in the meantime is getting ready to book the rotations. Headshot collected. mantuu, with the AWP, has also stepped into the picture, and although he is going to be smoked out, he does have a little sliver in the corner where he can peek out with the op and try and deny raalz's position. Tap of the bomb. Flash to cross over. mantuu isn't expecting him to try and push through the smoke. And Sin, although they know his position, krimbo's right around the corner to deal with that issue, has also killed a teammate, so that could be a problem. Just needs to find one more kill. krimbo, he's got all the HP in the world. Everything stacked against raalz, and that's exactly why he's going to fall apart. Big. They're on match point. Just one round away from making it to the semis.
12, well, to be fair to them. But they have to be crisp with this. They have to win all their duels. Oh, Spam's not going to connect early. Good bit of nade damage, but nice opening pick from raalz. There's another.
prosus, he's expecting it. I can't believe Spook isn't able to pull the trigger in time. prosus, oh no, that's the bomb. They had the advantage for that long, but
yep, goes from bad to worse. Slime thinking he's got himself an amazing position, because to be fair, any other time it would be. But with that bomb down,
man, raalz doesn't even have the HP to actually look for the player that's around the bomb. That's the issue. When you have enough HP, at least you can react in time, but if you die to the first bullet...
Him, though. That's the big thing, there's one above him, so if he drops down, then raalz should have his number. Oh no, tabsen's cleared it, oh my god.
Okay, Slime. Can still get something done. And there's going to be a lot of time being wasted because Slime is anticipating the second player to also be defending the bomb. Has to quickly book it to A now, though, and he's got to give up all the audio cues in the world for it. Not sure if tabsen's close enough to hear it all. Yeah, I think he just might be. Slime expecting it. There it is! I cannot believe Slime gets away with it. That's a... krimbo's M4 is the one X factor here. What can change everything around? I think they might be anticipating the boost. Ooh, good couple of shots from krimbo, and they know that there's 3 players here now. So they decide to go for it still. They'll be walking into it knowing that they're going up against a relative numerical disadvantage. Oh, the AK's peeked out, but it's been overpowered by the Deagle. Now the numbers have fallen apart. Spook quickly finds the headshot, though, and csgo tries to turn it around. mantuu, with his P250, doesn't manage to overwhelm, but there's another player with a pistol right around the corner.
Look at him, they're 10 HP combined.
Yeah,
there's
I think one nade can take them out both, and that sees everything. Can Spook do it? Seeming very unlikely. He's done it before, even with limited HP.
Oh.
Gotta try and find the second player as well, and he doesn't know if he's come off the bomb. That's the issue. Spook expecting him to, but mantuu will find the final frag with the MP9, and Big are going to be your third semi-finalists.
I mean, the result that we were expecting, certainly, but my god, putting up a hell of a fight. And